The question of the day is, why should I take an online bridge class? I'm Vic Quiros, and I'm here to help you understand why taking an online class might be just what you need to improve your game and to have fun doing it. Let's take a look at the agenda for this video. We'll begin with an introduction to provide you with the basic information about the online learning platform. I'll then give you a micro lesson to give you a feel for the classroom side of things. Next, I'll introduce you to the online bridge table where you'll play some hands. And I'll finish up with some hints for getting help. So who am I? I'm Vic Quiros, a Diamond Life Master and a career educator. I've been successfully teaching complex software online for 8 years. I've also been teaching bridge for many years in bridge clubs, at tournaments, and aboard cruise ships. You may reach me at any time, and here's my email address. Many of you may have heard about online classes and have had some preconceived notions about them. What I'd like to do first is debunk some of the myths you might have heard. Online classes don't have to be hard. They're what the teacher makes them. Bridge boring? You must be kidding. And you don't need to be a computer whiz. Getting connected is easy, as we shall soon see. So what is the truth about online lessons? They can be as simple and as easy as the teacher makes them. Bridge is a fun game. The lessons can be and should be too. My classes are always interactive. You have the opportunity to ask questions, talk with your classmates, and play lots of lesson hands. Online classes are personal. Although you can't see the teacher, you will get a comfortable classroom feel. One of the many benefits of online classes is the flexibility that they afford to you. With regard to the format, you can take lessons as an individual, as a partnership, as a foursome, or as a part of a large group. Other advantages of online classes are that you can take them in the comfort of your home. You can interact with your classmates in the same way you can in a regular classroom, and you can play hands. Another big bonus for you is that the lessons can be recorded so that you can view them again if you want to. You might wonder what classes are available online. Well, there's really no limit to what you can learn. I have a number of lesson series for beginning players, including series on declare play, defensive play, and basic bidding, a lesson on hand valuation, and a lesson to help new players fill out a simple convention card. For advancing players, I have lots of lessons, including card combinations, partnership agreements, and a variety of modern bidding treatments. And last, for advanced players, I have lessons on advanced declare plays like squeezes, end plays, and coups, advanced defensive carding, and match point strategy, just to name a few. Finally, I can tailor my classes to meet your specific needs and wants. All lessons will include both classroom instruction and supervised play of lesson hands. So what do you need to get started? Not much, really. You'll need a computer with an internet connection, an internet browser, almost any browser will do, and a telephone. You'll be joining a teleconference with the teacher and your classmates. Finally, just a few minutes to get up to speed on the classroom teleconference and your card-playing platform, BridgeBase Online, or BBO. You'll really like the online classroom. It uses a very simple web interface to see the class material, just as you're doing now. The class is very interactive. You'll be able to ask questions, chat with your classmates, etc. And the classroom demo you're about to see will give you just a very brief look at the online classroom. It includes 2 elements. First, a micro lesson on attitude signals. I chose an extremely simple subject so that players at any level can get a feel for the classroom and my approach to teaching. Second is a short quiz on the key points of the lesson. So let's begin. The basic signal for defenders is the attitude signal, and we'll assume standard signaling. You play a high card to encourage partner's lead, or a low card to discourage partner's lead. Of course, partner must be watching because the 3 might be a high card if you don't see the deuce. Conversely, the 7 could be a low card if you see all the smaller ones, or most of them. When signaling, be sure to make the clearest signal possible, but you must be careful that you don't throw away a trick in so doing. So here's a typical quiz that I give at the end of each lesson topic. In this quiz, we are reviewing the attitude signal. You're East defending no trump, and partner leads the king of spades in each of these 3 examples. The 3 will be played from dummy, and the question we will ask again and again is which card should you play and why? So let's look at hand number 1. Which card should you play on partner's lead of the king of spades, and why should you do that? I would suggest the 8 of spades to encourage a spade continuation. Holding an equal honor, you would welcome a spade continuation. Now let's look at hand 2. Which card should you play here and why? Here I would suggest the deuce of spades to discourage a spade continuation. You can't help partner here, and you should tell her so. Finally, hand 3. Which card should you play here and why? I would suggest the 7 of spades, again, to encourage a spade continuation. You hold an equal honor with partner's presumed king-queen and would welcome a spade continuation. So other than the mechanics of clicking a mouse, the online table has the feel of a real one. The online table is hosted by Bridgebase Online. The sign-up is free, and then you click a mouse to make your bids and your plays. It takes a little bit of practice, but before long you'll be mousing away. So next I'll be showing you a quick demo of how this works. In the demo, I'll play all 4 hands. In real life, you'll be playing your own hand, and others in the class will be playing theirs. And I hope this demo gives you a good feel of how easy and fun this can be. So let's begin the demo. Here we are in BBO. As a teacher, I can see all 4 seats. And notice that Vic Teach, my alter ego, is occupying each of the 4 seats. In real life, in an actual lesson, each student would see his or her hand. So here you see Vic Teach, myself, is in the north seat and the east seat and the south and the west seat. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see that the table marker showing the vulnerability, none in this case, and the dealer, north in this case. And you'll also see that north is highlighted to indicate that north is the dealer. In the lower right-hand corner, you'll see the bidding panel. Again, it's a little different look here since I'm playing all 4 hands, and I'll be the one that'll be bidding all 4 hands. So again, wouldn't it be nice if you could just do that and bid all 4 hands? So let's begin with this sample lesson. And with the dealer being north, north has a pretty reasonable 1 diamond opening bid. So I'll click 1 diamond. You'll see the 1 diamond bid comes up here. East has a probable pass, let's say. I think that's the only reasonable action here. So I click pass for East. Then south is the bid, 1 spade, pretty obvious here. Let's say West passes. And north has a pretty clear raise to 2 spades. East has a pass again. And south looks like a pretty obvious raise to 4. Yeah, you might not make it, but pretty good chance to have a play for 4 spades. So you bid 4 spades, and let's say it goes pass, pass, and pass. So the auction is over. The final contract is 4 spades, which you can see at the bottom right. And this keeps a running trick tally for the north-south players and the east-west players. And you'll notice West is highlighted to indicate that West is on lead. So West has probably a fairly normal opening lead of the 10 of hearts. Now here, if this were a play class, you would look at the north-south hand and say, well, north has 1 spade to lose, 1 probable or possible heart to lose, and a club and a diamond. So 4 losers, you'll have to get rid of 1. And the obvious way to get rid of a loser would be to establish the 4th diamond for a discard of your losing heart. However, the opponents have already gotten off to a good start and have started to attack your weak point. So you play, let's say you don't want to take the heart finesse at this point, so play the king of hearts. Now, East has to make a decision, and East should probably encourage with the 7. Yes, East has the ace of clubs, but where you're trying to develop this trick is probably in hearts. So let's say East plays the 7 of hearts. You play low. And the obvious play is probably to play trump at this point. So you play a spade, king, West plays the ace, and then in accordance with East's signal, West should in fact continue a second heart. So let's say West does. Now at this point you might figure as declarer that you might just as well let it ride to the jack because you're not going to be able to get the heart loser away in time. So, but let's go ahead and play the ace in this example. And the obvious play is to finish drawing trumps. Now, of course, you want to go after diamonds, but you see the defenders are a step ahead. So when you go to lead diamonds, East can hold up or win the first. This isn't a lesson on hold up, so let's just say East wins the ace of diamonds, cashes the queen of hearts, and if East can either wait or let's just make it simple and East cashes the ace of clubs. And now you notice the defenders have their 4 tricks. If you look in the lower right-hand corner, East-West have taken 4 tricks. So at this point, you could claim to make it simple. I will go ahead and click the claim button as south, and we get 6 more tricks. So let's claim down 1. The opponents accepted that. That's one of the things in BBO you learn. It's very simple. So the opponents, by attacking and continuing the attack on hearts, has beaten me a trick. And yeah, there's a double dummy line where you could actually make it, but it's a line you would never take in real life. All right. So I hope this quick demo has given you a pretty good feel for how cool BBO is and how simple it is to use. So let's return to my slides. So how do I get started on BBO? Just browse to the BBO website, to the URL you see here. You'll sign up with a handle. It's kind of like a user ID. Choose your own, assuming it's not being used by somebody else, and have some fun with this if you like. There are helpers called hosts that are on duty 24/7 to help you with any technical issues you might have. I suggest you'll want to spend some time browsing around the BBO website. It's a really nice site with a lot of cool stuff. So I want to help you. Here's my email address again. Please feel free to send me an email at any time with questions of any kind about the platform or any bridge-related question, any problems you're experiencing, any suggestions you might have, and I certainly hope to see you soon in an online bridge class. Thank you for watching my video on online bridge learning. Bye-bye.